Hello, dear students. Very good morning. So, I'm going to start with a very interesting and new chapter, that is acids, bases, and salts. So, students, you have already know about what are acids, bases, and salts. Maybe you have learned in your previous classes that this sour and bitter taste of food. So, these are due to acids and bases respectively. Students, maybe in your family, you might have heard someone in the family suffering from a problem of acidity. So after overeating, so which one will you suggest as a remedy? Whether a lemon juice, vinegar, or a baking soda solution? Which one you will prefer? Of course, it is a baking soda. Why? Because lemon juice and vinegar, they are nothing but acids only. So now in your stomach is having a acidity problem. If you eat or drink lemon juice or vinegar, it always it again it again cause a acidity problem. So if you have an acidity problem, if you take some basic compounds, for example baking soda, it is a basic substance. If you take baking soda for acidity problem, maybe it will relieve after 5 or 6 minutes. So if you have acidity problem, sometimes you will take eno, right? That is nothing but baking soda only. So here this basic compound, that is baking soda, will nullify the action of acids in your stomach, then it will become neutralized. Students, you already know that acids are sour in taste, right? So, and change the color of a blue litmus to red color. If you dip a blue color litmus in the acids, it will turn the color into red. Then we can call it as it is an acid, and they are sour in taste. Whereas the bases, so bases are always bitter in taste, kahiyagirutte, and they change the color of a red litmus to blue color. So when you dip a red color litmus in the basic solution, so it will turn red color litmus paper to blue color. So then we can say that the solution is a basic. Students, you also know that some indicators which indicates whether the solution is acidic or basic. So okay, these are called as indicators. Indicators which indicates whether the solution is acidic or basic. So actually there are two types of indicators. One is natural indicators and second one is synthetic indicators. Natural indicators means which is extracted from the plants or any animals, and synthetic means which are prepared in the laboratory. So best example is litmus, which is extracted from the lichens. Lichens means you might have observed which is growing on the moist trees on rocks. Litmus. Next, turmeric. So turmeric, arishina, and red cabbage, and even hibiscus also acts as a natural indicator, which indicate when you put some small amount of hibiscus flower solution, so it may turn the color or it may change the color when you add that. So hence we can call it as these are all indicators which indicates whether the solution is acidic or basic. And some of the synthetic indicators are methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Methyl orange, it is orange red in color. Phenolphthalein, it is a colorless solution, but when you put it on any acidic or basic solution, it will change the color to pale pink color. So light pink color na turn agutte. So this is about synthetic indicators. So it is used to test for acids and bases. Students, in this chapter, we will study the reactions of acids and bases, how acids and bases cancel out each other's effect, and many more interesting things that we used to see in our day-to-day life. So students, so these indicators, these natural and synthetic indicators, tell us whether a substance is acidic or basic. So by changing the color, okay, so these shows that whether if the substance is changed the color, so based on that we can identify whether it is basic or acidic. And there are some of the substances whose odor changes. Odor means smell or aroma. So it can tell that based on the odor, we can identify whether the substance is acidic or basic media. So these are called as olfactory indicators. Olfactory, you have already learnt in the control and coordination chapter, that is all related to the smell, right? The receptors which receives the smell, these are called as olfactory receptors, right? So if substances whose odor changes on in acidic or basic medium, these are called as olfactory indicators. There is one more activity related to these olfactory indicators. We'll see to it. So students, first you have to take some finely chopped onions in a plastic bag along with some strips of clean clothes. Okay, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಆನಿಯನ್ ನ ಚಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು you have to take it in a plastic bag along with some small pieces of clean cloth. So you have to tie up the bag tightly and leave the overnight in the fridge. So we have to keep this in a fridge overnight, and the cloth strips can now be used to test for acidic and bases. Okay, acids and bases we can test. So here, take 2 of these cloth strips and check their odor. So you'll get the onion smell, right? So keep them on a clean surface and put few drops of dilute HCl solution on one strip. One strip again, dilute HCl, that is an acid. Okay, and a few drops of dilute NaOH. NaOH, it is a base to the another strip. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾತ್ಗೆ you have to put HCl, and to the another cloth you have to put NaOH solution. So again you have to rinse both the cloth strips with water and again check their odor. So you have to note down your observations, what happened to the odor of that cloth. So next one is, so in the same way what we have taken onion, in the same way we have to take a vanilla essence. So this vanilla essence is used for making cakes and some sweets, ice creams. So this vanilla essence is used. And clove oil. So lavangada ennedu. Clove oil, and check their odor. In the same way you have to do. Here what you have to do means, first you have to take a HCl solution in one test tube and NaOH in the another test tube, and you have to add few drops this way of vanilla essence to the both the test tubes, few drops. Okay, so you have to shake it and you have to check the odor once again, and you have to record changes in odor, and if any another changes agidre we have to note down it. Similarly, test the change in the odor of clove oil with dilute HCl and dilute NaOH solution and record your observations. So here one more question. So which of these vanilla, onion and clove can be used as a olfactory indicators on the basis of your observation? So here students, so this vanilla essence and the onion will release acids. Okay, onion will release sulfur allium. So here this vanilla, it is also a one kind of acid, weak acid. So when an acid react with this vanilla and the onion cloths, so it does not change, or so it will not form any odor. But when you add NaOH, dilute NaOH to this vanilla and these onion strip cloths, so it will show the property of the property of different odor. So it shows that when an acid and a base reacts, so acid means onion strips, right? Onion, it is an acid. So NaOH, which it is react with it, so it will change the odor. So now we can say that here it is indicating the substance is acidic, right? So in the same way in vanilla essence also it will takes place. And here in case of this clove oil, so clove oil, it is an basic substance. Okay, so when clove oil reacts with a base, that is NaOH, it does not change any odor. But when it reacts with the HCl, it will change its odor. So clove oil HCl jothe react adaga it will change the odor. So by this we can say that clove oil, it is an dilute NaOH ಅಂತ, ಸಾರಿ, it is an dilute substance, dilute basic ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು.